So I saw this ad on Facebook looking for drivers, and this company was serving families that needed a ride for their children, especially during the pandemic.
Rodney Robinson, a retired sanitation worker, thought driving for ride-along was a good way to earn some extra cash at $19 an hour.
Everybody was afraid to take the subway.
Alyssa Roost, a college professor, wanted to avoid the train when she took her son downtown to daycare. She thought Ride-Along's owner, Norbert Sajak, offered a solid deal.
$140 to take you to and from school. After 3 weeks, he raised the price to $350 a week, and then he dropped it down to $270 a week.
Brian Camo, who's recovering from a stroke, says he signed on to be a driver last summer.
I got off disability because I wanted to work. Then he started not paying me.
The company was boasting on Facebook about having hospital and sports team clients and talked of expanding to Queens and even states like Texas.
He says it's in 13 states.
Rodney Robinson said he started getting concerned about inconsistent paychecks. After this email welcomed him to Ride Along in early September 2020, Robinson said he didn't receive his first payment until a month later on October 12th.
Everything was done through paperwork and online.
Robinson expected his salary every 2 weeks, but he says the next one didn't come, so he started texting Sajak. He had never met him in person. Sajak responded that he was working on 185 things at once and later questioned why Robinson's gas and toll bills were so high. On October 29th, the driver's account was wired just over $1,100. Robinson said he kept working, but his salary dried up.
I didn't receive a check in November, didn't receive a check in December.
Robinson was through, and Camo gave up in January. How much money does he owe you?
$6,200.
We decided to go looking for Norbert Sajak in the Garden State. Is this the address for Ride Along?
Yes, it is.
So you actually have your offices here?
Well, we work out of our home right now.
Next, we left a message for Sajak on his cell phone. A couple of drivers have reached out to us. By the time we arrived in Brooklyn for a TV interview with former driver Camo, he said Sajak had already contacted him.
Talking about my final paycheck was processed.
We were finally able to reach Norbert Sajak to ask him about both men's complaints.
We are a registered company, correct?
I saw your Facebook ads that you said you had different places in Texas and other states, along with New Jersey and New York.
Yeah, those are ads for drivers. That doesn't mean that we're there.
Our outreach apparently got Sajak to respond to both drivers' long-standing complaints. Robinson said the company sent him this email asking him to send over your remaining hours. But Brian Camo said Ride Along disagrees with the amount he's owed. According to this email, the company says it will pay him $3,574.32. I'm Mary Murphy, Pix 11 News.